Hi there! In this video, we're going to give you a quick overview on how to get the best keywords for your business using the Google Keyword Planner. Now, before we get started, I'm going to assume that you have some sort of Google account set up, whether that's a Gmail account, which ends up setting up an account on Google entirely, or if you've got some other Google account. As long as you have some sort of Google account set up, we can move forward from here. I also want to mention that we have to go through a gateway to get to the Google Keyword Planner, and that means setting up an entire Google AdWords account. It's really easy, it's just a couple of clicks, but it does require you to have a credit card on file with Google. Don't worry, you're not going to get charged anything. They may put a $50 hold on your credit card, but they're not actually going to charge it, and it goes on there for about a month and then it comes right back off. Now that's the way to get to the free Keyword Planner tool. It's the most in-depth, useful tool because if you think about it, we're using Google to hope that people find us, so we want to use Google's information to help us determine how they find us best. So I'm going to walk you through this process and you can decide whether or not this is for you. There are a couple of other tools that you can use for free. They just don't offer us the same level of depth and as valuable information as the Google Keyword Planner does. So starting on Google, I'm going to go into this Google search bar and I'm going to put in Google Keyword Planner. From here, I'm going to go to the Google Keyword Planner that's underneath the ads. See how these are the ads that are popping up? Just going to go to this one. And from here, I'm going to say sign in. And for this purpose, for the demonstration purpose, I'm going to pick an account that I know doesn't have a Google AdWords account set up for it. Let's see. I will pick this one. And from here it asks you, are you new to Google Ads? Yes, new Google Ads account, please. And as we get this set up, you can choose whichever one of these works best for you. But again, this is all about just getting through the gateway of setting up a Google Ad account. This isn't really going to affect our research. Moving forward, it'll ask you some information about your business, and we'll put in our business URL. We can set up a radius around our business, or we can set specific areas that we serve. I'll go ahead and just, because we're a digital marketing company, we can serve anybody anywhere, so I'll just put that at its max. And then it'll ask you to pick some of the typical things that you do or the services that you provide based on the information it already assumes based on your URL and then the information you've given it so far. You can just pop as many of these in here as you want, or you can add your own product or service there. And then now that we've popped in here, you can see it's auto-filled out some ad information for us. That's like how easy it is to set up a Google ad. So in the future, if you're considering doing this, you can see that it auto-fills a lot of this stuff for you, makes it super easy. We'll go ahead and click Next. It'll ask us to set our budget, and just to be super safe, I like to enter in my own budget and put that down to 2. I actually put in 1.65. That's as low as they'll let you go. And I'll set that budget. And we'll click Next. And down here you can click Next. And this is where you've got to enter some information. So I'm going to go ahead and enter this information here. I'll click back over here once we've got our card details all filled out. Okay, now that you've put in your credit card information, this pop-up should show up saying Accept and Continue. And now that you've set up your billing, the next thing to do is to go in and pause the campaign we just started. So go ahead and explore your campaign. And over here, under the new campaign that's been set up, go ahead and click on Pending under Review and hit Pause Campaign. And from here, you hit Pause Campaign. And that's to ensure that you're not getting any sort of charges on your account. You're not actually asking that ad campaign that we just set up to go live. You can say none of the above, and down here you can say no, and you can move forward. Thank you for taking this survey, and exit out. Now that you've set that up, we can go back into our URL and put back in Google Keyword Planner, go back to that link that we saw before, go back to sign in, select the account that you just signed up with, now you can see we have access to the keyword planner. Go ahead and just say get started. Now that you're here, you can go ahead and discover new keywords or get the search volume and forecasting for the keywords. I would always choose discover new keywords. And from here, you can go ahead and type in the keywords. And the keywords are going to be things that popped up when we did your messaging in our one-on-one. So for us, that would be digital marketing strategy. It would be marketing. It would be internet marketing. You can put as many or as few in here as you'd like. I like to put in my business name. And then from there, you can go ahead and come down here and put in your business's URL. You have to put in the HTTPS or HTTP, depending on what you use for your business, and get results. This is going to give you all of the keywords by relevance that appear for your business based on what you just typed in. So these are the keywords that you provided, and it can tell you a little bit about the average monthly searches, whether or not it's a highly competing keyword or not, meaning the higher the competition, the harder it is to rank for it. From here, I would recommend that you take this information, look at the highest average monthly searches that also have a medium to low competition. If the competition is really high, it's going to be really hard to rank for it. But like for instance, if people are Googling online marketing strategy 1,000 to 10,000 times a month and the competition is low, that's a great opportunity for me to add that content into the content on my website. If you are a spreadsheet lover, you can go ahead and download these keyword ideas, and then you can do all sorts of fun stuff with that keyword document, creating columns and sorting them by the competition versus the average monthly searches, and you can really get for yourself a nice solid list of those keywords to use for your business. Make sure that you've gone in, created your Google account. Make sure that you've gone in and created your Google Ad account. Be sure to add your credit card information, and then make sure you've gone in and paused that campaign. Once you've done all of those steps, you'll have free access to the keyword planner on Google. Let us know if you have any questions or if you would prefer Bridgetown Marketing to set this up for you.